Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. I hope everyone in Korea is keeping warm in this cold winter. It's pretty cold. It's really cold. We are freezing out here. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk about how I got a job in Saudi Arabia, and I know like most of you are waiting for this video. I'm like, okay, let me just dive right in. So what I did is that for the first and foremost things I did my CV on Canva, made it look so nice and very presentable. And then yeah, I didn't write too many details on my CV because you don't want to include a lot of details. I just put information that really matters for the position that I was applying for. The second thing is that I did an introduction video just to introduce myself, my experience, what I like, what I don't like, what I do on my free time, my qualifications, yeah, it's less than 2 minutes. It was a less than 2 minutes video. I used the same background that you see here, and I just edited it to make it look really nice and presentable. I looked very confident. I looked very confident on the video, you know. And the third thing that I did was an introduction. What is it? Is it, yeah, introduction letter as well. I did that, and I took some few videos where I'm teaching kids just for them to see how I teach, and maybe some few pictures. And of course they do need your SACE certificate, which is your teaching license. I did all of that in South Africa. I've got a video. You can just go to my previous videos and check that out. And then yeah, I just took a nice picture of myself smiling, professional one. And yeah, for them to see my face. You can even insert it on your Canvas CV, right? You can insert it there. And yeah, and I started applying. I went to all the teaching websites, Teachers Horizon, Teacherway, what's the other one? I LinkedIn. I used LinkedIn a lot as well. I think it's very important. I've also used yeah, Teaching Horizon, Teacherway, LinkedIn. Yeah, there are quite a few of them, but yeah, I use those websites every day. I used to just apply. I'd apply for any school in the Middle East. Actually, I didn't choose whether Dubai or Kuwait or Saudi. I basically applied for all the schools in the Middle East. I was like, whichever that takes me first is okay. I literally applied every day with no response. I didn't get a response, but I just kept on applying. I kept on applying. And then there I received when I least expected it, when I was like, maybe I should go back to China. Because China also pays good money, right? I'm like, okay, I'm not succeeding. Maybe I should just go back to China. And then that's when I received an email, yeah, an invite for an interview. I responded immediately. I do think they work on Sundays because I did my interview on Sundays. So we do teach on Sundays. We're gonna be teaching on Sundays in Saudi. So yeah, and then on Sunday I had an interview with them. I googled everything. I went to YouTube to check the videos for interview questions. And on the interview they ask you to do the lesson plan, obviously, or a demo class. So I did my lesson plan. I did my PowerPoint, because how am I gonna teach without, excuse me, how am I gonna teach without a PPT, right? Or maybe some teaching material. I could have used objects, but I decided to use a PowerPoint presentation, right? That's what it means, PPT. Someone was asking, what is PPT? PowerPoint presentation is PPT. So I did my PPT. And then yeah, she just asked me a few questions like, okay, tell me about yourself. That's when I really went in. I was smiling, I was looking all bubbly, you know. yeah, I was smiling the whole time. I was nodding. I was doing anything with my power to get that job. I wanted to grab that job because I've been applying, and this was the only interview that I got. So I did all of that, and then after that she was like, okay, take me through your lesson plan. So what I did, I sent her my lesson plan because the interview was on Microsoft Team. I'm used to Zoom, so I was like, what is Microsoft Team? But it's the same thing. It works the same as Zoom. So it's just another app, right? But it works exactly the same. So I'm like, I don't want to be confused during the interview. I asked my friend to invite me through Microsoft Team, and then we spoke on the Microsoft Team. So I don't dadazel during the interview, because that can be very disruptive when you don't know where to press, because the first time you use something. So my friend invited me, and then we spoke, and I pressed there and there to see where is what while he's online. And then I was like, okay, fine, I'm good to go. And then I practiced those questions. I practiced them because I got them from YouTube. I practiced them, I wrote them down, my philosophies and stuff like that. What is your teaching philosophy? They will ask such questions. So I did all of that. And to my surprise, during the interview, she only asked me 3 questions. Tell me about yourself. If you have a disruptive students in your class, what would you do? And the third question was like, the kids just came back from lockdown. They've been learning at home. How are you going to make sure that they get into the real class mood? Something like, yeah, those were the 3 questions that were asked. So yes, I responded the best the best way I know how. Of course, I responded the best way I know how. So I responded, and she was like, okay, can you take me through your lesson? Then I first took her through my lesson plan. I explained, this is what I do in my classes. I do my greetings. I do this and that. Classroom rules, blah, 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 blah. And after that, I showed her, after I showed her my lesson plan, I was like, should we move to the PowerPoint? She was like, no, I'm good. I'm good. So I just showed her some online games on my PowerPoint. Like, okay, I'm gonna use this online, because they also want to see if you can use technology in the classroom. And then she was like, I would like you to be in my branch. That was before like, yeah, I really like you, I like your energy, I want you to be in my branch. So I kind of like knew, in my center. I think there are different types of branches or centers. So she said, I want you in mine. Please be in my center. I kind of like knew from there that maybe I got the job. So because the feedback was already positive. And then maybe a few days later, they sent me those difficult questions that I was scared of, that I thought they were going to ask me during the interview. So I had to type them out. They just sent them to me. They just want to see if your vision is aligned with their school. So I typed them out and I sent them. I didn't even waste time. Like, they sent them today. I typed them out and sent them because I really wanted this job. I didn't want them to feel at any point that I'm doubting or I am, going slow. So I sent them same time, and I kind of like waited for maybe 2 weeks. I was like, these people, maybe they didn't take me, because they didn't say thank you, we received your question, your answers. They didn't say anything. They just kept quiet. And me, I was like, maybe I should start looking into China or Hong Kong, like, seriously. And then what happened is that they told me, like, okay, you have a job, right? I've got a friend that we used to work together in China. We used to work for the same school but different branches. He's in Saudi. I was like, okay, friend, here is the salary, this is the offer, what do you think? Do you know this school? He was like, yeah, I know this school. They have a lot of branches all over Saudi. It's a good school. I also got a job with them before. but I think something happened. He ended up not taking the job, or they ended up not taking him, but they did actually offer him a job that was supposed to be his first job. I think he worked there and moved on. I don't remember the story, but he told me, oh, it's a good school, they don't mind paying, it's an international school. So she's like, okay. I showed him the salary. He's like, yeah, it's good for a start, it's fine, go with it, because this school doesn't mind paying. Because I was actually wanting more. I already sent them an email that can you add a little bit more, and they were like, we will add as soon as we see your performance that you're doing really great, then we will add, it's not a problem. Then with that being said and all that being done, then I accepted the offer. Now we are in a process of getting the visa. I'm here in South Korea. So what happens is what happened is that they asked for my passport copy. I sent it to them, and then they referred me to an agent that's gonna handle my visa processing. My visa processing. Yes, visa processing. So yeah, the guy, I think he's Indian. He's a South African Indian. When I spoke to him on the phone, he's a very nice gent, and he told me, okay, I need your teaching license, together with all the other documents. So I sent him my teaching license. I sent him my PGCE document. I sent him my police clearance. I sent him, my bachelor's degree, and also my TEFL. I just sent all to him, and then he was like, okay, can you send me your South African ID, because I see you are not in South Africa at the moment, you are in Korea. And I did exactly that. I sent it to him, and he also wanted, yeah, that's basically that. He was like, okay, don't worry about the police clearance. I can see it's about to expire. Or he also wanted a recommendation letter. So I gave him the recommendation letter that I have, and he was like, okay, I can see it's not from South Africa. They need a recommendation letter from South Africa, right? So he's gonna go to the South African school, right? Because I didn't mind to go to the school that I did my practicals at to give me a recommendation letter. But he was like, don't worry, I'll find a school in Johannesburg to do all of that for you. And yeah, so now that's basically that. The I'm gonna start working there in August. It's not now. The school semester begins in August, so they hire now for August. They prepare in advance because they need to fix the CV. I mean the accommodations and your visas and stuff like that. So this is the best time to apply. And fine, so now I'm waiting for him. So he said, okay, you gave me everything that I need, I'll get back to you. Let me get the letter of recommendation, let me get your police clearance, and then yeah, that's basically that. Because I already have a police clearance, so he's gonna use my ID. I don't know the process, but he's gonna sort it out because he has my ID document. So the orientation will begin towards the end of July. So I'm leaving Korea mid-June. I'll go to South Africa, have to apply the visa and receive it, then go to Saudi. Honestly, I'm quite excited about it. I'm like, I've been in Southeast Asia for a long time. I need a change. I need a change of environment. I need to see different people. I just need different things because, Korea, China, Thailand, they are very much similar. Like, they are similar. They are not the same, but there are a lot of similarities in terms of culture, in terms of their way of doing things. Especially Korea and China. They are very, very similar. So I'm very excited about it. The benefits include transport. I don't have to pay for transport. The salary is tax-free. The other thing is that they pay for my housing. They pay for my airplane. They're gonna also pay for my health insurance, which is quite cool. The salary is good. It ranges from, should I say it? So I'm not gonna say how much I'm making, but it's about maybe it's from 50,000 rands to 50 something thousand rands. So it's is quite good as compared to Korea, right? I think some teachers in China are making the same money, but the reason why I wouldn't want to go back to China is that I've been there, done that. Remember, I'm also like a traveler at heart. I want to explore new places, see something different, get blown away by something. So if I go to China, I'm just reliving whatever I've lived before. So I'm quite excited about Saudi, a different religion, just to learn about it. Not that I'm gonna convert from being a Christian to a Muslim, but just get the gist of it. Get to know how people that side of the world live, and how do they do things. Obviously, when I'm not happy, I'll complete my contract and move on. But if I'm happy, obviously I'll stick around for a while. So yeah, it's something I'm looking forward to. I'm nervous about it, but I'm also very much excited about it. I can't wait. Yeah, so now I want to do my traveling plans in Korea, the places that I want to travel as much as I could. I want to save so that when I go there, I have money to survive for the first month. I want to plan my things properly, but yeah, I want to travel to few places in Korea before I leave. I have fallen in love with Korea. I love Korea. It was, yeah, at first I was not sure whether I really love to be here or not, but I think I've gotten too comfortable in Korea. I love Korea, but I feel like it's time to move on to something else. So if I do have an opportunity to come back to Korea, I think I'll definitely do. I'm still here. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, yeah, I think I've shared everything that I know. Anything beyond this, I don't know, right? I don't know. I'll keep on updating you, but yeah, this is my first update. I'll keep on updating you as time goes by. Thank you for watching my video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Yes, okay, see you, bye.